Hello and welcome to Football Daily, where today we're picking a team made up of the world's best under-20 players. Goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma. It's almost impossible to remember a time when Italy's goal was not manned by the majestic Gianluigi Buffon. But a replacement for the Juve legend finally looks to have been found. Step forward, Gianluigi Donnarumma, who at the age of 18 has already made 65 appearances for AC Milan and earned 3 caps for his country. In 2016, aged just 17, Donnarumma became the youngest goalkeeper ever to appear for both Italy's under-21s and senior side. As of April 2017, the prodigy had kept 11 clean sheets in the league during the 2016-17 season. That's the same number as Buffon and David De Gea. His saves-to-goal ratio also dwarfs them, as well as Thibaut Courtois and Manuel Neuer. Considering Buffon is now at the ripe old age of 39, it is not ridiculous to think that Donnarumma could dominate between the sticks for his country for the next 20 years. He currently has just a Supercoppa Italia to his name, but we bet his trophy cabinet will be bulging by the time he retires. Right back, Henrichs. When an injury to Roberto Hill unexpectedly threw Benny Henrichs into Leverkusen's first team, it was sink or swim. The 20-year-old German has risen to the challenge in style though, playing more Bundesliga minutes for Bayer this season than anyone bar Bernd Leno and Kevin Campbell. Capable in both fullback slots, Henrichs is fast and versatile, with a huge defensive output of 6.5 tackles and interceptions per game. A converted attacking midfielder, Henrichs still likes to take his man on, completing 1 dribble per game. That's the same as Dani Carvajal, but only losing the ball once every 2 matches. Inevitably linked with a move to Man City, Henrichs would already command a huge fee. But with Roger Schmidt leaving the Bayer Arena, perhaps the young German international will fancy a change of scenery as well. Centre-back, Upamecano. Dayot Upamecano is far from a household name, but his talents have not gone unnoticed during his rise in the game. Coming through the ranks at Valenciennes, the French centre-half grabbed the attention of many major clubs, including Manchester United in 2015, after he was named in the Under-17 European Championship team of the tournament, which France obviously won. Upamecano eventually got snapped up by RB Salzburg, and he made the move to their Leipzig brothers in January 2017, joining the Bundesliga title race aged just 18. After 3 months, the young defender had already made 7 league appearances for the German club, and was winning more tackles per game than Thiago Silva, Giorgio Chiellini and Leonardo Bonucci. At international level, the centre-back has only made it as high as France's under-19s, and it may be some time before we see him appear for Les Bleus, who have untold amounts of talent. But we will certainly be seeing much more of him on the European stage as he forges his place at one of Germany's most exciting clubs. Centre-back, Diop. The grandson of the first Senegalese man ever to play in Ligue 1, Issa Diop represents Les Bleus at youth level and is just ticking past 50 professional club appearances. 6'4" and fast, Diop has become a mainstay of a Toulouse team which has the 5th best defence in Ligue 1 this season, even chipping in with a pair of goals and an assist. The height gives Diop a 64% success rate in aerial duels, and he's an ambitious passer too, with 79% of his passes going forward. He also won the Under-19 Euros in 2016 alongside Monaco's Kylian Mbappe, making the team of the tournament and even scoring in the final, which was a 4-0 destruction of Italy. Diop's emergence under the tutelage of Pascal Dupraz has seen his side rise from relegation candidates in 2016 to the top half of the table in 2017. The 20-year-old can't remain there for long. Left back, Hernandez. Frenchman Theo Hernandez was born in Marseille, but along with his brother Lucas, joined Atletico Madrid's academy at 10. The two both play in defence and even share the same middle names. Theo is Bernard Francois and Lucas is Francois Bernard. Unlike his sibling though, Theo loves to get forward, with a frightening burst of speed for a man who is 6'1". This season on loan at Alaves, he's completed 2.3 dribbles per game. That's twice as many as Luis Suarez. And his strength prevents him from losing the ball too, getting dispossessed around once a match. By comparison, Arsenal's adventurous Hector Bellerin loses it 1.5 times. At just 19, Theo has made no secret of his desire to leave Atleti, and with a €24 million release clause has attracted plenty of interest. Spanish paper AS have even claimed Barca want to replace Jordi Alba with the youngster, whilst Marca suggests that Madrid want him as their long-term heir to Marcelo. Not bad company. Central midfield, Yuri Tielemans. It's hard to believe that Tielemans is still only 19. The Belgium has been linked with big moves for years now and already has 2 caps for his country and more than 150 appearances for Anderlecht, including in the Champions League. Stats are pretty thin on the ground for the Jupiler League, but what is available looks very promising. Tielemans is a real all-rounder, winning the ball back around 5 times a game, hitting 4 long balls and creating 1.7 chances. That's more defensive work than Fernandinho and more attacking output than Raheem Sterling. Since he was 16, Tielemans' value, according to Transfermarkt, has rocketed from £850k to £17 million. And he's clearly got a good head on his shoulders too, as he seems likely to join Monaco this summer as a replacement for Fabinho or Bakayoko. The perfect place to continue his development. Central midfield, Renato Sanches. Still aged just 19, Renato Sanches is already getting a taste for the heights of the game. 2016 was a pretty sweet year for the young Portuguese midfielder as he won a league and a cup double with Benfica, scored a €35 million move to Bayern Munich and played a role in Portugal's first ever major international trophy. Sanchez's move to Bavaria made him the first Portuguese player to play for Bayern and the most expensive player ever to transfer out of Portugal's Primeira Liga at the time. And it's little wonder in the 2015-16 Champions League, the box-to-box midfielder is averaging 2.44 tackles per game. That's higher than Paul Pogba and Toni Kroos, and comparable to Bayern's own Thiago, and his stats for interceptions show similar results. Whilst his attacking contributions have been less impressive, Sanches is quickly adapting to life at one of Europe's greatest football institutions, and it's clear that he is one of the rawest talents in world football. Right wing, Ousmane Dembele. What is there left to say about Ousmane Dembele? The Frenchman has gone from prospect to superstar in under a year, after Borussia Dortmund picked him up for just €15 million from Rennes. Fast, two-footed and 19 years old, Dembele plays without any fear. He's grabbed 9 assists and 6 goals in the Bundesliga this campaign, the most of any teenager in Europe's top 5 leagues, and making him the 3rd best creator in the German division, level with 34-year-old Franck Ribéry, whose place Dembele is sure to take in the national team. And at Champions League level, Dembele has had a hand in 7 goals in just 700 minutes, prompting links to Barcelona. On current form, it's only a matter of time before Dembele takes home a Ballon d'Or. Attacking midfield, Pulisic. Competing with Dembele for the title of Dortmund's most exciting youngster is a versatile American called Christian Pulisic. The Pennsylvanian-born attacker can play on both wings and through the middle, with blistering pace and a goal or an assist every 150 minutes for BVB. Pulisic only turned 18 in September 2016, but since the winter break, he leads the Bundesliga in completed dribbles. Shortly before that birthday, he became the youngest player ever to score in a World Cup qualifier, and he's since bagged 4 goals in 13 caps for the Stars and Stripes. To be getting minutes for a big team at such a young age is a huge badge of quality, and Pulisic is already rewarding Dortmund's faith. As the injury-prone Marco Reus edges towards 28 with no sign of his health improving, Thomas Tuchel can rest easy, knowing the future is already here, and he plays for Borussia Dortmund. Left wing, Koeman. Perhaps forgotten a little since Dembele and Mbappe burst onto the scene, Kingsley Coman is still just 20 and is still the most highly decorated youngster in world football. The Frenchman already has 4 domestic titles in 3 countries and has already played in a Champions League final. Though Coman looks to have featured a decent amount of times this season with 15 Bundesliga appearances, the wide man has actually only played 600 minutes in the league, under half the time given to Douglas Costa. But he does remain very impressive with a huge 1.9 chances created per match. That's the same as Thiago and more than Vidal, Alonso and Robert Lewandowski. Bayern can make Koeman's loan permanent in the summer for just €21 million, but Chelsea, Man City and Arsenal have all inquired about the forward, with fees mooted at 50 to 60 million euros. Polished, experienced, and already performing at a high level, he'll be a star for somebody. Striker Iheanacho. Yes, we could have picked Kylian Mbappe or Man City teammate Gabriel Jesus, but Kelechi Iheanacho has shown himself to be an outstanding prospect since his debut for the Sky Blues back in August 2015. With 12 goals and 4 assists in just over 1,300 minutes in the last 2 seasons, Iheanacho creates or scores every 81 minutes. He takes plenty of shots too, with nearly 4 a game, and is in the top 10 Premier League players for shots in the box, around the same as Zlatan and Diego Costa. However, the Nigerian has only played around 500 minutes this season, with Pep Guardiola preferring Kevin De Bruyne up front during Sergio Aguero's various injuries and suspensions. The Catalan ruled out a loan move for the forward though, but the 20-year-old won't accept a sub role forever, and in our opinion, he's ready for the big time.
So we hope you enjoyed that, and if you want to check out more of our videos, then click here on screen. Don't forget to like and subscribe and get on our Snapchat and our Twitter.